Welcome. Second game of the friendly session on Saturday, 7:30 match against the Des Moines Junior Bucs. Junior Bucs in the white sweaters, home team. Red breezers. Kansas City again in the dark sweaters, all black. Both goalies will get a warm up here, but Eager starting the first game, so Stutzer will get a start for the second game. And as they've done in the past, they'll probably split time tomorrow in the third game. With an odd number of games, probably play half and half tomorrow. Mix it up. Stutzer getting the first warm-up tonight. Just a reminder again, Carter Dungy not here with us this weekend. Same with Jackson JC. Prior conflicts, but filling in is Brooks O'Brien, number 44. So you'll see 44 on the ice tonight. The forward filling in for the two forwards that are missing for KC. Brooks O'Brien, second-year squirt on the Kansas City travel team. Playing up this weekend with the Pee-wees.
I love it. I'm going to say far enough away.
Two or three row radius, you're safe. You're good. About a minute left on the warm-up clock here. We'll get underway. Third game tomorrow is also against the Des Moines Junior Bucs, so we'll see them tonight in the 7:30 match, and again tomorrow at 9:45 for the final friendly this weekend. Next weekend, the boys are off to St. Louis, playing in the Chesterfield Valley area at the Maryville Hockey Center. And another tune-up in Omaha in early December before their next tournament, which is in Minneapolis the week before Christmas. So a few road trips here, Des Moines, Omaha, and St. Louis. Des Moines, St. Louis, and Omaha, I guess, is the order. A few road trips for some friendlies to get tuned up for the final tournament of this calendar year, the week before Christmas. 15 seconds left on the warm-up clock. We're about ready to get underway. Feeling good?
Still like
17 degrees.
It's about, feels like 17 outside too. And inside, actually. Just as bad in here. Brutal. We're live. I can... Yeah, appreciate it. Have a good call.
Have a good call.
Have a good call. Appreciate that. Let's do this. All right, we'll see if they'll probably do it the same way as the first friendly today. 12-minute periods for the first and second, 15 on the third. Stutzer is in net for Kansas City. Goalies are ready, referees are ready, and we're underway. Junior Bucs control the face-off. They try to flip it D to D. Smith providing pressure with Bakta. They keep it in the zone. Bakta flips it over the blue line back into the far corner. Trying to keep the play alive for Kansas City. Blocked momentarily at the blue line by Allender, but chipped out by Des Moines. Bucs across the blue line. Poke check there by Barron. Barron and McClin back on D for Kansas City. Bakta, Smith, and McClin in the corner. Des Moines trying to get a centering pass. Picked off by Allender. Allender up the left side. He's over the blue line. They'll go into the near corner. Poke check by the Bucs. Puck caroms off the side of the net. Dangerous, but comes into the crease. Good poke check there by Hargadine. Hargadine comes away with it. He'll circle behind the net, looking for a wraparound. Loses the puck momentarily. He collects it in the far corner. He'll play it back down low for Howard. Centering pass back to Hargadine. Hargadine trying a backhand shot, cleared out by the Des Moines goalie. Poke check by Weisner trying to keep it alive, but the Bucs will eventually clear it out. Streaking back is a Des Moines player. Phillips back on D. Phillips forces man into the corner. Centering pass goes off Phillips. He kicks into the corner for Hargadine. Hargadine trying to chip up and out. Kept in at the blue line, though, by Des Moines. Howard brings it up the near side, trying to play it ahead to Hargadine. Chips in the corner. Howard back to the bench. Line change, Kansas City. Weisner on for Howard. Loose puck picked up in front. Centering pass by Johnson. Nobody home there. Cleared out by the Bucs. Weisner plays it back down into the Des Moines zone. Line change, Kansas City. Weisner, Myers, and Brown are your forwards for Kansas City. Goes off the leg pad of Myers. He keeps it alive. Poke check, dancing right on the blue line. Kept in by Myers. Good job by KC to keep the play alive. Myers chases it down low. He'll circle behind the net. Tied up with his man. 2 junior Bucs there in the corner. They dig it out and they'll head the other direction. Hill and Powell back on D for Kansas City. 2-on-2 break. Right in front, saved by Stutzer. Kicks it into the far corner. Powell digs it out. He plays it up to Myers. Kansas City breaking it out. Myers over to Weisner. Weisner trying to chip it through some traffic. Just out of his reach as he pulled it back, trying to get around one defender. Got poke checked away, though, and back and forth over the blue line. Offsides. Brooks O'Brien there chips it in. A couple Kansas City players in the zone. Offsides call. We'll get a face-off just outside the blue line. 9:44 remaining in this first. Des Moines controls the face-off. They try to clear it out. Goes all the way down to the KC zone. That'll be an icing call. Brings the face-off back down in the Des Moines zone. Stutzer will skate it out and slap it down the other end of the ice to the referee. Smith will take the face-off. He has O'Brien and Bacta on the wings. McClin and Barron are your defenders. Smith will take the drop. Bouncing around, controlled eventually by Des Moines. They'll circle behind their own net. Smith with a good poke check behind the net, though. Frees the puck up, trying to get a centering pass. Smith and Bacta digging it out in the corner. Smith plays it back down low for O'Brien, around the far side of the net. O'Brien tied up in the corner, trying to play it back to point. Comes back to McClin. McClin chips it back down low, goes off of a skate of Smith. Smith corrals it. Tries to play it back into the slot, but turned out by Des Moines. And they'll clear the zone. McClin runs it back in the neutral zone. Flips it back ahead for Smith. Smith over the blue line. He's got Bacta. Also O'Brien on the far side. O'Brien picks up the puck below the red line. Bryant and Bacta tied up behind the net, eventually dug out by Des Moines. Des Moines will break it out. They come up the left side. Weisner and McClin back on D. Half of the line change here for the KC defensive unit. Shot on target, turned away by Stutzer. Allender digs it out of the corner, trying to get an outlet pass, but nobody home all the way through. A couple red lines that crosses. 8:29 remaining. Icing is the call on Kansas City. That'll bring it back down in the KC zone right in front of Stutzer. Only one shot apiece for each team through the first 3.5 minutes. Johnson at center. Face-off eventually controlled by Howard. Howard up the left side. Howard trying to get around some traffic over the red line. He'll chip it in and chase after it. Howard below the red line. Runs behind the net, trying to pick it up for a centering pass. Tied up with a couple of junior Bucs. Des Moines touches it up. With a tripping call. KC will go on the power play here. It's a delayed penalty call on the junior Bucs. KC will have a face-off in the Des Moines zone. Power play for Kansas City. Smith will take the face-off. Johnson and Allender on the wings. Weisner and Barron are your defenders on the power play unit. KC controls the face-off. They play it back to Weisner. Weisner over to Barron. Barron on the left point. Shot. Right on target. Loose puck. Backhand attempt by Kansas City. Right in front. Johnson chipped it wide. Good attempt by KC. Clearing attempt kept in by Weisner. Shot over from Barron. Loose puck on the near side. Kick behind the net. Smith digs it out. Centering pass by Smith. Looking for Johnson. Couldn't get it through the traffic. Smith picks it up again. Back to the point for Barron. Shot from Barron, looking for the right corner. Loose puck bounce in front. Covered up eventually by the Des Moines goalie. Good puck movement by Kansas City. A couple D-to-D passes, some low to high. Good movement, good shots. A couple opportunities on the rebound. Des Moines goalie covered it up. 58 seconds remaining on the penalty. Face-off controlled by Casey. They play it back to Barron. Barron over to Landon Weisner. Weisner chops down to the face-off circle. Shot block goes high over the net. In behind, Smith digs it out, trying to get a centering pass. Poke check by Des Moines disrupts that attempt. Des Moines trying to clear it out. Bangs off the boards, takes a funny bounce, comes right back to the slot. Clearing attempt, they fan on it. Johnson looking for a centering pass. Smith with a good forecheck. He'll play it back down low, looking for Johnson. Des Moines player trying to clear it out, kept in at the point by Barron. Barron flips it ahead, trying to get it in the slot for Johnson. The glove down by Des Moines player. They corral it and clear it back out. Knocked down by Barron. Over the blue line, offsides by Des Moines. That'll bring the face-off just outside the zone. 15 seconds. Now we got a high stick, actually. We're going to call Barron, I think. He knocked that down with a high stick. High stick will bring the face-off right in front of Stutzer. 15 seconds remaining on the power play. Hill plays it over to Powell behind his own net. Powell trying to get it around, looking for Myers. Poke check by Des Moines disrupts the rush, but Myers eventually corrals it, plays it up to Howard. Howard trying to get around some traffic. Poke checked away, though, by Des Moines. Powell and Hill back on D. Des Moines pick up the loose puck, though, right in the slot, centering pass, trying to clear it out by Howard. Howard and Myers got tangled up momentarily, but Hill touches it up to Howard. Howard trying to clear it out. He gets it out of the zone. Penalties over. Full strength on both teams. Powell trying to get through the neutral zone traffic. He'll pick it up. Double traffic. He'll circle behind the net. Hits the brakes, trying to evade some traffic. Lost an edge momentarily, though. Des Moines trying to clear it out. Comes back to the point. Barron trying to backhand it back down low. Clearing attempt again, thwarted by Barron. Barron sends it back down low. Brown over to Hargadine. Hargadine with a shot right on target. Save. Des Moines comes back to Hargadine. Tried to take it left, but got poke checked away behind the net. Des Moines trying to clear it. Bucs send it back to the point, but McLean sends it right back down for Hargadine. Smith behind the net. Tied up on the boards. Brown there in support. 2 junior Bucs as well. Puck squirts behind Smith. Smith will step out of the traffic. Picked up, though, eventually by Des Moines. They chip it ahead. McLean back on D. Smith is back checking, centering pass, nobody home. Lots of back checkers back for Kansas City. McLean picks up a loose puck, chips it ahead to Logan Weisner. Weisner and McLean trying to chip it out of the zone, kept in at the point, though, by the Bucs. Eventually corralled by McLean. McLean looking for an outlet pass. Intercepted momentarily, but a good poke check by Brown kept it alive. Bakta in a good battle on the far side. Lots of poke checks by Kansas City, disrupting the Des Moines rush. Good poke check by Barron, sends that puck right through the neutral zone, back to center ice. Des Moines recollects it in their own zone, sends it back up to the neutral zone. Chip, no icing, got a stick on it, that'll circle behind the net. Phillips picks it up behind his own net. Phillips with the outlet pass to Brown. Brown trying to chip it out of the zone, runs into a Des Moines player. Landon Weisner picks up a loose puck. Landon Weisner and his brother Logan Weisner feed Weisner to Weisner. Logan back to Landon. Shot, one-timer, scored! Weisner to Weisner, back to Weisner. Casey goes up 1-0. Great give and go from the brothers. Landon to Logan, back to Landon. Casey goes on top 1-0.
No question he was going to give it back to him. I know.
Got to give the older brother the goal, I guess, there. Logan probably wanted to pull the trigger, but had to give it back to the older brother, Landon. Landon gets the goal. It's the second shot of the game for KC, and they make it count. Shots are 5-2 Des Moines, in favor of Des Moines. But KC with the early lead. Bryant chasing after the puck behind the net after Johnson chipped it down low. Bryant trying to find some separation, sends it back to the point for Phillips. Phillips sends it back down low to O'Brien. Puck trickles around, looking for Allender. Des Moines with a poke check, and they clear the zone. Phillips is there to poke check that, sends it back to Landon Weisner. Weisner sends it behind the net, banks off the boards, looking for O'Brien on the near side. O'Brien through the neutral zone, trying to get around some traffic. Poke checked away, though, by the Bucs. Bucs will dump it back in down low. Landon Weisner chasing after it. Takes a funny bounce off the boards. Phillips corrals it. Phillips plays it over behind the net to Allender. Allender looking for an outlet pass. He plays it to O'Brien. Off the skate to O'Brien. just behind him a little bit. Couldn't quite corral it as he was skating out. Bryant chips it ahead, looking for Allender. Just out of his reach. Johnson with a good poke check, and Allender picks up a loose puck. Allender chips it ahead, hitting the bench for a line change. Des Moines through the neutral zone. Poke check by Howard disrupts the rush. Des Moines had a little chance there with KC caught on a line change, but Howard right off the bench with a great poke check. Myers chips it ahead to Hargadine. Hargadine trying to get through some traffic. Poke check by the Bucs, though. Disrupt that rush. Poke check by Howard. Ends up on the stick of Hargadine. Hargadine down to the faceoff dot. Shot looking for a one-timer from Howard just wide of the right post. Great puck movement. Howard had a pass from Hargadine and a great shot just trickled beside the post. Myers picks up the loose puck. Poke checked away by Des Moines. Powell picks it up, plays it back down low for Hargadine. Hargadine looking for Howard in the slot. Sends it around right through the crease off of the skate of a Des Moines player, and the Bucs rush the other direction. Good back check by Myers. We're going to get probably a slash here. Delayed penalty as soon as Kansas City touches it up. Looks like we get a slash on Myers. Miles will go off.
I was on the puck.
Certainly appeared that Myers was playing the puck. Referee hands out the penalty nonetheless. KC on the penalty kill. Smith touches up the puck over the blue line, gets around some traffic. Great forecheck pressure by Smith. KC clears the zone. Des Moines resets. Back to the neutral zone. Barron and Smith in the corner applying pressure. Loose puck behind the net. Des Moines carries it around, hits the brakes. Trying to find some room for a centering pass. They play it behind the net. Back down low behind the net again. Errant pass picked up by Weisner, who chips it up and out of the zone. Just off target of the net, though. That'll draw an icing call with 1:07 remaining in this first period. Loose puck controlled by Des Moines. Shot goes off of the skate. Probably Johnson, I believe. Kicks into the corner. Never made it on target. Clearing attempt. Doesn't get all the way out. Another shot from the point and cleared out by Barron. There'll be an icing call, but eats some more time. 36 seconds remaining on the penalty to Myers. Johnson and Bakta are your forwards. Johnson to take the face-off. Controlled by Des Moines. Shot goes off the back of a Des Moines player. Phillips and Weisner are your defensemen. Weisner picks up the puck, plays it off the boards looking for Bakta. Taps it up ahead to Johnson. Johnson just taps it through the neutral zone. Eats some more clock. Des Moines picks it up and chips it out. Good pressure by Kansas City trying to keep it in the zone, but chipped back over the blue line from Bakta while Johnson was just trying to clear the zone, so an offsides call. 31 seconds remaining in this first period. 14 seconds on the penalty to Myers. This puck picked up by Des Moines. They play it back to the left D. It skirts into the neutral zone and just across the red line dumps into the Kansas City zone. Penalty to Myers is expired. Myers on the ice. Full strength for Kansas City. Phillips in a battle in the near corner. Des Moines plays it back behind the net. Weisner chasing after it. That'll do it for that first period. KC goes up 1-0 on their second shot of the game. Shots right now, 7 for Des Moines, 2 for Kansas City.
Okay, I thought that's what happened.
You're live. Hot mic, hot mic. Casey will start the second period. Smith at center. Johnson and Allender are your wingers. Des Moines with the penalty. Didn't quite see that, but Barron and Weisner are your defenders. Johnson takes the face-off. 5-on-4 for KC. Minute and a half penalty. Shot from the point from Barron. Right on target. Loose puck. Johnson with the rebound attempt. Just wide. Clearing attempt by Des Moines. Kept in at the point. Barron fakes the pass. Sends it back down low. Weisner chasing after it. Eventually picked up by Des Moines, though, and they clear the zone. Weisner plays it off the boards. Behind his own net up to Barron. Barron looking for an outlet pass over to Smith. Smith across the blue line. Loses the puck with a poke check by Des Moines. Des Moines rushing the other direction. Good poke check by Allender. Barron again scoops it up, sends it around looking for Johnson. Johnson trying to get around some traffic, plays it back to himself over the red line. He'll chip it off the boards. Picked up by Des Moines. Clearing attempt picked up by Barron, though. Barron across the blue line. He's got Allender in support. Barron's down low. Poke check right at the last second. Just about ready to pull it back for a shot. Clearing attempt kept in by Smith at the point. Allender with the puck. Down to the face-off dot, tough angle. Looking for a shot. Gets on target. Kicked aside by the blocker. Right in front. Loose puck for Johnson. Looking for a tip-in. Puck squirts back out in the slot. Clearing attempt kept in by Barron. They get a hook here. Looks like Smith will go off. Referee had his arm up, and as soon as Barron touched it up at the point, they blew it dead. Smith goes off. 10.5 minutes remaining in the second period. Four-on-four hockey. Puck cleared out through the neutral zone. Des Moines sends it right back in. A lot of open ice here with 4-on-4. Offsides call. 1:18 remaining on the penalty to Smith. Hargadine to take the face-off. Howard as the other winger. Powell and Hill are your defenders. Hargadine digs the puck out after the face-off. Down to the face-off dot in the slot. Shot. A little bouncer. Glove save by the Des Moines goalie. He covers it up. We'll get a face-off here. In the near face-off circle. Hargadine digs up the loose puck after the face-off. Looking for some room to operate. Spins around, gets tripped up. We got a penalty coming up on Des Moines. Delayed call here. Howard trying to get it through the crease to somebody in the slot. Touched up by Des Moines. Hargadine got tripped up, draws the penalty. That'll even things up back to 4-on-4. 53 seconds remaining on the Kansas City penalty. Fresh minute and a half now for the Des Moines penalty. Hargadine and Howard are your forwards. Powell and Hill on D. Des Moines controls the face-off, circles behind their own net, trying to break it up the left side through the neutral zone. Howard back checking. Powell and Hill back, shot from Des Moines. A little bit wide right. Stutzer gloves that and hangs on to it. We'll get a face-off here. Hargadine and Howard win the face-off forward. Howard around some traffic, trying to play it through the neutral zone. Picks up the loose puck. Got Powell streaking with him as well. Poke check by Des Moines, just enough to send it back across the blue line, draw the offsides. 27 seconds remaining on the penalty to Smith. Be about a half a minute man advantage for Kansas City after the Smith penalty expires. Hill plays it back in the neutral zone, but Des Moines picks it off and dumps it right back in. Powell chases after it on the near side. Powell trying to play it ahead to Wiesner. Powell and Wiesner trying to chip it out of the zone. They eventually flip it up over the blue line into the neutral zone. Des Moines corrals it and dumps it right back in. Smith out of the box. Penalty's over for Kansas City. 5-on-4 for KC. The next 34 seconds. Smith way down in the neutral zone. Opportunity there if KC could have dug it out and chipped it ahead. But right out of the box on the blue line basically is where the penalty box is for KC. So when Smith came out, he was kind of floating down there all by himself. KC couldn't get the puck to him. Stutzer plays it over to the side for Powell. Powell off the boards, looking for Smith, just out of his reach. No icing though. Good forecheck pressure though. Johnson got ahead and tried to get it past to Smith in the slot. Clearing attempt. Poke check by Barron. Loose puck corralled by Des Moines. They play it to the right winger, streaking down, but good pressure by Barron disrupts that. Barron trying to chip it up the boards, looking to an outlet pass. Couldn't quite get it out. Shot off the side of the net maybe, or maybe Stutzer's shoulder. Tough angle there. Des Moines kept it in. Shot goes wide left. That carries him all the way up to the point. Des Moines trying to keep it in. Allender chips it back out. Johnson chasing after it. Johnson trying to get around some traffic. The back check by Des Moines disrupts that. Loose puck trickles in the zone. Wiesner plays it over to Barron. Both teams back at full strength. Icing call on Kansas City. Got to bring the face-off back down in the KC zone, just to the right of Stutzer. Shots right now are 3. I'm sorry, I had that flip-flopped earlier. 3 for Des Moines, 10 for Kansas City. Read that wrong earlier, sorry about that. 10 for KC. Three for Des Moines, and I'm sure they may have actually switched that on the scoreboard. I'm pretty sure it said single digits a little while ago when I checked for KC. Bouncing puck at center ice. Eventually corralled by Wiesner. Wiesner trying to play it up to Smith. Just out of his reach, though. Trickles in the Des Moines zone. Bucs will pick it up, circle behind their own net. Come up the left side, centering pass, thwarted by Brown. Picked up, though, by a streaking junior Buck across the blue line into the Kansas City zone. Forced wide by Wiesner. Centering pass attempt. A great poke check by Smith. Brown plays it around one defender, gets around some traffic. He plays it ahead to Johnson, just a little too far out of reach for Johnson. Good pass there from Brown, though. Brown trying to find Johnson, just slightly different angle, but then right on the tape, just out of his reach. Barron backhands it off the boards, looking for Hargadine. Hargadine picks up the puck. He's all alone, down to the face-off dot in the slot. Hargadine pulls it back, trying to play it under the leg pad. And he gets it across the blue line, or across the goal line, I should say. Goal for Hargadine.
Yeah, it was. 100%.
Goes across, the leg pad slid into the net. They call it a goal as they awarded the goal to Hargadine. Check the replay here. But they're going to not award it.
I'll bet you a beer. 100%.
Let's see on the replay here.
100%. I bet you a beer.
Hard to tell without zooming this in. Certainly looked like the leg pad save drug across the goal line. Have to check that later. Zoomed out. Hargadine picks up the loose puck. He'll circle behind the Des Moines net, trying to wrap around there. Poke checked away by the Bucs. They come over with it on the right side. Clearing attempt. Poke check by Barron. Des Moines chips it ahead. Back checking is Barron. Disrupts that pass, chips it over to McClin. McClin trying to break it out. McClin's got O'Brien and Hargadine streaking up the left side. Clint sends it behind the net. Hargadine chasing after it. Hargadine picks the pass off. He'll go back down low, trying to get a backhand right in front, cleared out. Stick save by the goalie. Loose puck, Hargadine picks it up. He'll backhand it back down low. Hargadine in the battle on the far boards. O'Brien with Brown there in support as well. Brown digs it out, trying to get it back to the point. Intercepted, though, by the Bucs. McLean returns a favor, intercepts it himself. Gets around some traffic. Puck squirts into the slot, but eventually picked up by the Bucs. They try to clear back. Comes back to the point. Barron with a quick wrist shot, gloved down by the Des Moines goalie. Hargadine pulls it back, tries to play it in, just kicked off to the side. Des Moines picks up the puck behind their own net, and they'll clear it out. Up to center ice. Poke check by Barron, right on the tape of O'Brien. O'Brien plays it over to Hargadine. Poke check ends back on the stick of O'Brien, but poke checked away by Des Moines. The Bucs rush the other direction. Barron and Powell back. Offsides on Des Moines. Have to throw it in the chat there if anybody hit rewind. You can tell if that puck went across the crease. Got the iPad here looking at the replay, but I've got to go back several minutes and haven't had a chance to do that yet. Curious if that puck did look like it went across the red line. KC plays it ahead. Myers up to Bakta. Bakta chases after in the near corner. Bakta beats his man to the puck, slides it around all the way back to the left point for Hill. Hill plays it back down low looking for Myers. Myers comes away with it. Battle by the face-off dot, trying to chip it over to Howard. Poke checked away by the Des Moines player, though, and they clear the zone. Just over 4 minutes remaining in this second period. Des Moines gets it around KC defense down low, but good back check. I believe that was Hill. It goes in hard. He's back on his feet. Chipped out by Kansas City. Myers and Bakta with a good forecheck. Hill back on his feet. He skates to the bench. Clearing attempt kept in by Powell. Powell across the blue line. Slap shot goes off a Des Moines defender into the corner. Howard chasing after. Des Moines ends up with the loose puck behind their own net. They break it out on the left side. Clearing attempt comes all the way through the neutral zone. Phillips on the far side. Phillips plays it up. Looking for Weisner. Weisner up to Howard. Howard dumps it in across the red line, so no icing. Allender with good forecheck pressure. Puck trickles back all the way to Phillips. Phillips will circle around, buy some time. He'll skate it behind his own net. Hits the brakes, trying to play it over to the side to Allender. Allender chips it back down to Phillips. Back to Allender. Allender trying to chip it up the boards, looking for Smith. Comes back to the point. Shot from the defender on the left point. Doesn't get through the traffic. Des Moines plays it behind the Kansas City net. Weisner over there with Phillips. Landon Weisner and Allender on the near side. Puck comes all the way through the KC zone, picked up by Weisner. Logan Weisner looking for a cross-ice pass for Allender. Gets chipped by a Des Moines defender, though, and they disrupt the rush. Allender trying to play it back down low, looking for Smith. Smith picks up the puck. Centering pass it right in front, looking for Johnson. Poke checked away, though, by the Bucs at the last second. Johnson picks up the puck at the blue line. He'll dump it back in. Johnson in a battle. Puck gets chipped down low behind the net. Hargadine disrupts the attempt to clear it out. Des Moines will circle back behind their own net. They bring it up the left side. Outlet pass across the blue line into the neutral zone. Phillips and Weisner are back for Kansas City. Back checking is Smith. Smith disrupts the play. Phillips chips it ahead to Johnson. Johnson chips around one defender, trying to get around a second. Johnson picks it up. He taps it ahead to Hargadine. Hargadine picks it up in the slot right in front. Shot. Crossbar right off. It might have been tipped by the goalie. Went off the crossbar. Good puck movement by Kansas City. Hargadine had a good look. Just missed it. Des Moines rushing the other direction. Shot right on target. Turned aside by Stutzer. Cleared by Kansas City. Another shot blocked by Smith off the leg pad. Barron chips it up and out of the zone. Smith trying to get around some traffic. Good poke check by Des Moines. Disrupts the rush. Hargadine taps it ahead. Keeps the play alive. He's down low on the far side. Johnson with a good forecheck pressure. He pokes it over to Hargadine. Johnson chasing after the puck. It circles behind the net. He beats his man to the puck. Comes away with it. Trying to get a centering pass over to Hargadine. He gets taken down. We've got a delayed penalty up. It looks like they're going to call it on Johnson. It looks like Johnson got taken down. Now they blow it dead, but it looks like they're going to call it. The penalty was on. The delayed penalty should have been on Des Moines for taking down Johnson.
The penalty was on the Bucs.
But they had the delayed hand up. There we go. So they allowed a Des Moines rush on a delayed penalty. Des Moines gets the rush on the delayed penalty.
Yeah. Not only that, they pulled the goalie.
And Des Moines pulled their goalie with the man advantage.
Oh my goodness.
Johnson got taken down.
Young ref.
Ref puts his arm up. Knew the penalty needed to be called, but just didn't call it in the right order there. Kansas City controls the puck back to Weisner on the point. Down low to his brother, Logan Weisner. Logan trying to play it low to Hargadine, but picked off momentarily. To bring it back to the point. Shot from Barron. Gets tipped, goes wide left. Hargadine and Weisner chasing after it. Clearing attempt by Des Moines. They get it up through center ice into the neutral zone. Poke check by Weisner. Ends up on the stick of Barron. Barron off the boards looking for Howard. Comes over to Hargadine. Hargadine over the blue line. He's got Barron streaking. Hargadine will circle around, buy some time. Looking for a tip over to Barron. Shot goes wide. Barron picks it up. Centering pass right in front. Looking for Hargadine. Backhand attempt. Weisner trying to stuff it in there. Loose puck. Another backhand attempt. Kicked aside. Howard digs it out. Howard plays it back to Weisner. Weisner with a shot. Looking for a tip. And off a Des Moines player's skate into the near corner. Comes back to the point for Weisner. Weisner plays it over to Barron. Barron on the far side from the point. Shot. Scores! Asher Barron buries it with 15 seconds left. 32 seconds left on the power play, and Barron scores to put Kansas City up 2-0. Good pressure by Kansas City. Just a matter of time before they get it in. 14th shot of the game. Ends up the second goal for Kansas City. Shots are 14-4 in favor of KC. Power play goal. Pulls the Des Moines player out of the box. Back to full strength on both teams. 5-on-5 hockey. With just a few seconds remaining in this second period. Hill picks up the puck at center ice. He'll circle around. Plays it over to Powell. Powell plays it up the boards looking for Allender. 4 seconds left. Allender across the blue line looking for a quick shot. And that'll do it. KC goes into the second period with a 2-goal lead.
I don't like roadblocks.
Shots 14-4. All right, ready to get underway in this third period here. 12-minute periods. Not quite sure. We did 12, 12, 15 on the first one. We're doing 3 12s in the second one here. KC controls the face-off. Trying to chip it ahead. Allender sends it over the line. Bacta chasing after it. Down low behind the Kansas City net. Picked up by Smith. Smith gets taken down. Penalty coming up to Des Moines. KC goes back on the power play as Smith draws the penalty behind the KC net, or behind the Des Moines net, I should say. "16 seconds into the third period, KC goes back on the man advantage. Shot from the right point. No, it's totally fine. Loose puck picked up behind the net, cleared out by Des Moines, but not all the way out. Barron keeps it in at the point. Shot. Johnson picks up the rebound behind the net, trying to get it up to Smith. Smith digs it out, trying to wrap around. Cleared right into the slot. Good poke check by Weisner, keeps the play alive. Chipped out eventually by Des Moines all the way to the other end. That'll be an icing call. A lot of good pressure there by Kansas City. Eventually cleared out by Des Moines. We'll get an icing call. Face off back in front of the Des Moines net. 59 seconds remaining on the man advantage. KC controls the face-off. Johnson behind the net, trying to play it back for Allender. Allender and Johnson tied up behind the net. Des Moines digs it out. They try to clear it out. Comes back to the point for Barron. Barron with a shot, looking for a tip. Down low, good tip. Loose puck right in front. Sorry about that. Kicked the tripod there, but loose puck picked up by Allender. He plays it back to the point for Weisner. Weisner sends it back down low, looking for Johnson. The stoppage in play here. Not sure what that stoppage was about. I didn't see that. Was there a high stick or something? I missed it.
I actually have no idea.
Not sure.
He didn't indicate anything.
Jack, you get that call?
I didn't. I checked my stats department. Stats didn't know either. We checked. Not sure what the stoppage was there for. Nevertheless, face-off came down to the KC zone. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone. Hargadine trying to chip it around some traffic. Loose puck trickles over to Logan Weisner in the slot just as he pulled it back for a shot. Lost the handle. Good opportunity there for Kansas City. Puck chipped ahead by Des Moines. Sends it behind the KC net. Hill digs it out. Hill skating it up the left side, looking for an outlet pass. He finds Hargadine right on the blue line. Hargadine skates around some traffic. Down the slot. Shot. Blocker save. Bounces right up. Front of the slot, picked up by Howard. Howard with a pass right in front to Hargadine. Hargadine pulled it back, got poke checked away at the last second. Good puck movement from Howard to Hargadine. Howard poke checks that away. He'll dump it in the zone. Just over the red line, he'll send it in. Casey with the line change. Fresh legs on the ice. Smith on the ice with Myers and Brown for your forwards. Landon Weisner with the puck on the far side. Phillips is your other defenseman. Weisner plays it back to Phillips. Phillips off the boards looking for Myers. Chipped back in by Des Moines. Sent right back out by Phillips. Back and forth over the blue line with the Des Moines skater just inside the zone. Offsides call. Face-off controlled by KC. Brown chips it ahead, backhand. Dump and chase for Myers. Myers chasing after it. Des Moines player pokes it out of the way, though, disrupting that rush. Trying to clear it out to the far left side. Phillips and Weisner back checking is Myers. Try to dump it in, but it doesn't get through the legs of Landon Weisner. Chips into the corner. Brown plays it out, looking for Smith. Kept in at the point by Des Moines. They send it around behind the KC net. Phillips chasing after it. Myers in support as well. Phillips and Myers tie up their man on the near side. Smith in support, trying to dig it out. Got a penalty coming up. See who they get here. As soon as KC touched it up. It looks like Phillips will go off. Phillips draws get a roughing call on Phillips. KC goes on the penalty kill. Face off won by Des Moines. Quick shot wide right of the net. Goes behind Stutzer. Barron chases after it. He sends it back to the near side. Bachta trying to flip it ahead, and he does get it out of the zone and clears it. Johnson chasing after it, trying to get some good forecheck pressure there. McClin sends it right back up to the neutral zone. Bachta pursuing. Good back check by Johnson as well. Loose puck bouncing around, shot, leg pad Stutzer. Leg pad saved by Stutzer with his right leg. Eventually cleared back out by Johnson. Des Moines regroups at center ice. Over the blue line into the KC zone. They try to get around some traffic. They pull up in the faceoff dot. Shot, blocker, save. Comes back to the near side. McClin digs it out. McClin trying to chip it out of the zone, but kept in at the point. Bouncer right over the stick of Barron into the far corner. He backhands it out for Johnson. Johnson bangs it off the boards. Great angle. It's going to be right on net as Johnson banged it off the boards. Eats some clock. 30 seconds remaining on the penalty to Phillips. Des Moines regroups in their own zone. Des Moines through the neutral zone. Pass to the right winger right on the blue line. Back over to the left side. Drop pass picked off by Allender. Allender dumps it in. Howard chasing after it as well. Howard and Allender with good forecheck pressure. Howard comes away with it. Howard trying to get some space, find the pass, plays it back to Allender. Shot from Allender, doesn't get through the traffic, hits a defender in the leg for Des Moines. Howard digs it out, plays it back to the slot, but eventually corralled by a Des Moines defender. They'll flip it up, can't clear it out though. Allender picks up the loose puck, plays it right back into the slot. Hill with a shot right on target. Saved by the Bucs goalie. The loose puck trickled back out just short of the blue line. Hill picked it up, fired a shot right on target. Covered by the Des Moines goalie. KC killed off the penalty. Back to full strength, 5-on-5. 20 shots for Kansas City, 6 for Des Moines. Howard to take the face-off with O'Brien and Allender on the wings. Hill and Powell are your defenders. Shot from O'Brien doesn't get through. Hits the leg pad of a Des Moines defender. About 6.5 minutes remaining in this third period of the second and final friendly for Saturday. O'Brien digs it out of the traffic, trying to skate it across the blue line. Looking for Allender on the far side. Poke checked away at the last second by the Bucs. Comes back to Powell. Powell sends it right back across the blue line. Good pursuit by Kansas City, trying to keep the play alive. It's chipped ahead by Des Moines, but corralled by Hill. Hill trying to play it out. Bangs off the boards. Stays in the zone. Allender playing it ahead for O'Brien. O'Brien is trying to chip it around some traffic. Chasing after it. Des Moines gets there first, but O'Brien ties up his man. Howard comes in support. Hill playing down low, trying to keep the play alive. Des Moines picks up the puck, circles it behind their own net, up the far boards. Forecheck pressure by Logan Weisner. Powell on the right point as well. Almost cleared it out, kept in by O'Brien with a good poke check. Eventually cleared out by Des Moines. Puck trickles back to the neutral zone. Picked up by Hill. Hill skates across the blue line. Poke check by Des Moines though. They head the other direction, but a good poke check though by Brown. Brown sends it back to Hargadine. Got a slashing call. They're going to call on Hill. I'm going to let my clock run down here to sync it up with the arena clock. There's 5:11 remaining in the game. Face-off will come back down to the Kansas City zone. Des Moines controls the face-off. Quick shot right on target. Stutzer covers it up. And we'll get another face-off. Hargadine and Weisner are your forwards. Weisner and Phillips are your defenders. Quick shot by Des Moines. They beat Stutzer over the right side, just over the right leg pad. And that'll negate the power play, or negate the penalty, I should say. Des Moines converts on the power play. And that makes it 2-1. Cut the lead in half.
Let's go, boys!
5 minutes remaining. Hargadine picks off the pass to the neutral zone, pulls it around some traffic, quick toe drag, shot right on target, turned aside by the Des Moines goalie. Rebound into the near corner. Bucs trying to clear it out. Good pressure by Weisner and Brown to keep it alive. Logan Weisner chips it ahead to Hargadine. Hargadine trying to get around some traffic. Shot wide left. Cairns behind the net. Brown picks it up. Brown plays it back down low behind the net for Logan Weisner. Weisner trying to chip it ahead to Hargadine. Comes right back to Weisner. Poke check, comes back to the point. Hargadine trying to get it back to McClin. Weisner keeps it down low. He'll play it behind the net. Chasing after it is Brown in the far corner. Brown plays it back down low for Hargadine. Hargadine trying to get a backhand pass in the slot, looking for Weisner. Picked off, though, by the Bucs. Bucs trying to clear the zone. A little back and forth, eventually chipped out, though. Offsides, though. Hargadine was trying to clear the zone, ran into a Des Moines player. Couldn't clear the zone, resulted in an offsides call. Just over 4 minutes remaining in the contest. Bacta and Myers are your wingers. Smith will take the face-off. Des Moines controls. Momentarily through the neutral zone. Chip back ahead by Kansas City. Outlet pass on the far left side. Powell chasing after the Des Moines winger. Forced down low into the corner. He'll play it behind the net. Hill and Myers there in support. Myers digs it out. He plays it off the boards, up and out of the zone. Good play by Myers. Disrupt that rush and set it down, eat some clock. 3.5 minutes remaining. Smith had lost his stick. They tie up the puck on the far boards. The referee blows it dead. Need a stoppage in play. Johnson will take the face-off. O'Brien and Allender are your wingers. Barron and Landon Weisner back on D. Barron with a shot from the point, right on target, right in the chest of the junior Bucs goalie. He hangs on to it. Kind of bounced around his chest pad, settled in his glove, and he hung onto it for a face-off. Johnson wins a face-off back to Barron. Barron to the point, looking for a shot. Wide right, trying to get a tip or a redirect. Goes wide right. Allender bangs it back down low. O'Brien and Johnson chasing after it. Good poke check by O'Brien. Johnson trying to tip it back to Barron. Des Moines clears the zone, rushes across the neutral zone into the Kansas City zone, across the blue line. Good back check by Johnson, though he disrupts that rush. Des Moines digs it out behind the Kansas City net. Centering pass right in front. Bouncer comes back to the right point. Shot, tipped, goes wide right. Picked up by Landon Weisner. He clears around looking for Johnson. Johnson trying to get a tip. Johnson with the collision. Looks like he's okay, but it clears the zone. O'Brien takes it up through the neutral zone. 2.5 minutes remaining. Bucs cleared out. Back through the neutral zone in the other direction. Barron with the poke check. Sends it back out of the zone. Des Moines got to reset. They dump it back down low. Weisner, Barron are your defenders. Howard, Hargadine, and Logan Weisner. You're going to get a checking. Barron will go off here, the roughing or a boarding call. White calls a timeout. The Bucs with a timeout, 2:05 remaining. Penalty to Barron. 90-second penalty with 2:05 remaining here.
That's a bad call.
KC hanging on to a 1-goal lead.
So what should I do there? Should I just put my stick down?
And now a penalty to kill in the final 2 minutes. Shots right now, 8 for Des Moines, 22 for Kansas City. Kansas City with lots of offensive pressure. More than double the shots. But crucial 2 minutes coming up here, trying to kill a penalty. late in this third period. We'll keep an eye on that Des Moines goal. They may pull the goalie at some point to gain a further advantage. 2 minutes remaining, down 1, and on the power play. They could turn a 5-on-4 into a 6-on-4 if they choose to. Smith will take the face-off. He wins it back to Powell. Powell trying to clear the zone, comes up to the point, kept in by Des Moines. Des Moines dumps it back down low, circles behind the net. Hill chases after it. Hill trying to play it ahead to Logan Weisner. Knocked down by Des Moines. They keep it in the zone. Powell chases after it. Powell gets tied up on the boards. Des Moines picks it up. Trying to get a shot right on target. Saved by Stutzer. Kicked aside. Hill kicked it out. Des Moines picks up the loose puck. Redirect. Goes off the side of the post, I believe. Powell clears it out. Looking for Logan Weiser. Trying to get it out of the zone. Comes up to the point. They do clear it out. 54 seconds remaining on the penalty to Barron. Minute and a half in the contest. Hill ties up his man. Great defensive effort there by Hill. Ties his man up. Smith over there in the far corner as well. Smith picks it up, and he'll flip it down the ice. Buy some time. Ice it. Empty net for Des Moines. Just over a minute remaining. Des Moines with the empty net. 6 attackers. Only 4 for Kansas City. 37 seconds remaining on the penalty to Barron. Johnson to take the face-off. Controlled by Des Moines. They play it over the right winger. Shot. Blocker. I think Stutzer got a blocker on it. Send it up high over the crossbar. Johnson to the far side. Ties up his man. Trying to clear it out. Kept in by Des Moines. They play it back down low. 20 seconds remaining on the penalty to Barron. They play it back right in the slot. Shot. Flutters over to the right side. Got redirected by a Kansas City defender. And Kansas City dumps it out and clears the zone. They wave off the icing. That'll eat some clock. 5 seconds remaining on the penalty to Barron. Johnson keeps it in. Barron back on the ice. Kansas City at full strength. 6-on-5 now. Empty net for Des Moines. 30 seconds remaining in the contest. Loose puck picked up by McClin. McClin plays it over to Bakta. Bakta trying to sauce it down to the other end. Just wide right. Icing call with 22 seconds remaining in the period. Des Moines still going with the empty net. 6-on-5 now. Kansas City back to full strength. Des Moines wins the face-off. Quick shot. Bounce a redirect. Stutzer blocks it. Turns it aside. Kicked aside by Hill. Hill sends it up the boards looking for Howard, but kept in at the point by Des Moines. Poke check by Smith. 10 seconds remaining. Smith trying to backhand it out. It's kept in by Des Moines. Powell circle behind his own net. Trying to ice it and just eat some clock. 3 seconds remaining. And that'll slide down to the other end at the buzzer. Kansas City wins it 2-1. Only 1 goal allowed in 2 games. A great effort by Kansas City. 22 shots on goal for Kansas City in this second contest. 10 shots by Des Moines. And KC, 2 wins this afternoon here in Des Moines. 1 against the Fremont Flyers. The second one against the Des Moines Junior Bucs. They'll face this same team tomorrow morning at 9:45 a.m. for the third and final friendly of the weekend back at the same Hy-Vee Recplex here in West Des Moines against the Junior Bucs in the morning. 2-0 on the day. Great day for Kansas City. One final game tomorrow morning before we head back to Kansas City. 2-1 your final.